Okay, look, I love my parents a lot. I mean, they raised me with love and plenty of resources for which I can never pay them back. They are truly good parents. However, that being said, why the fuck do they have to be so transphobic? Now, my parents aren't transphobic in a we want to kill you because you're a it kind of way. It's more of a we don't think your struggles exist and will dismiss any and all concerns you may have about our behavior kind of way. And it's not like I'm not grateful to them for everything else that they've done right for me, but goddamn, when I tell you that it feels like they've been trying to gaslight me into detransitioning for 9 years, I ain't joking, because that shit is toxic as hell.
We don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Now, it seems like my mom and dad are both using two different strategies to get me to do this. But to really get the point across, I'm gonna go back to when it all started. It's hard to believe it's been an entire decade since I figured out I was trans. I was 16 and I was stressed. I had recently entered into a long period of dark limerence in which I had become completely infatuated with this girl from high school. The problem was, she was a lesbian. Basically, I had to figure out why it hurt so bad to not be in that lesbian relationship with her. I realized that it was because I wanted to be a girl. Now, my first instinct was to try and repress it, but that only lasted like a month. Can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, your ass is dealing with this shit for life! Once that month was over, I had to accept it. Holy shit, I'm trans. The light dysphoria that I had been feeling for my whole life now exploded into a monster of its own. Had me begging on my hands and knees to God just to make it stop, but it didn't. So what was I to do? I didn't go to my parents right away because I knew they'd be negative about it. So instead, I took to excessive journaling, and let me tell you, that journal has more words in it than The Hobbit.
The task I have in mind will require a great deal.
After 8 months, I was completely depleted, and I knew I had to tell them if something was going to change. When I came out, it was to my mom because, let me be honest, I'm scared of my dad. But do you know what the first words that came out of her mouth were? You're not trans, you're just autistic. Wait, I'm not autistic? Yes I am actually, she got me tested for it right after this. Anyway, saying it went badly would be an understatement. My mom completely denied everything and said that I was quote unquote too masculine to be a girl. This is going to be a running theme, by the way. Needless to say, I was devastated. After that, my mom told my dad, and thus began the
era of shame and humiliation.
So I said before that my parents had two different strategies for trying to get me to detransition. The first one, my mom's, was to basically try and guilt trip me into it, and constantly tell me that I wasn't going to make it. The grandparents are gonna disown us. Okay, maybe that one was a real fear. She'd say, your body is too masculine. This woman was literally calling me a Han, and she still does to this day. Now, I gotta say, I kinda understand where she's coming from. She's grieving a child she thought she had, and that's fine. But where it becomes a problem is when she starts telling me that I'm basically too disfigured by puberty for my own condition, which she doesn't even believe in. Never mind that it's not even a choice. But I digress. These days, she's trying to be respectful in my presence, but it's like really half-assed. Like this one time, I was riding in the car with her, and my dad called her phone. She picks up and goes, oh yeah, dead name is in the car with me. Now, at this point, I'm used to it, so this unfazes me. But then this woman has the audacity to turn to me and say, oh, I'm sorry, I just used your dead name with your dad. Now that got to me, because how the fuck are you gonna reveal to your own trans daughter that you don't actually respect her? Make it make sense. But anyways, I'm really not in a position where I can protest, so I just say, it's fine. Speaking of my dad, his strategy is to basically just ignore that I'm trans altogether. This man was a day one hater, and when I tell you he has not moved 1 inch in 9 years, I'm not exaggerating. This is a guy who advertises himself as open-minded, by the way. Head ass. To this day, he still asks me when I'm gonna cut my hair. Like, old man, I am not cis. What is your problem? He likes to tell me that he's quote unquote not gonna lead the charge on this, and every time I ask him what he means, he just repeats the same sentence. I still have no idea what he's trying to tell me, other than that if I don't force him to change his mind, he's not gonna respect me. He's the type of Gen Xer who watches Joe Rogan and listens to Dave Ramsey on the radio.
I was watching a video today that we played on a podcast earlier of a monkey riding a motorcycle down the street, jumps off the motorcycle and tries to steal a baby.
He is not changing. So what am I to do? Well, I just try to ignore him as much as I can and just mind my own business. But that's kind of hard since I live with him. Anyway, I want to reiterate at the end of this video that I do love both my parents. Like I said, they provided for me my whole life and are good people in every other way. It's just that for some reason, they refuse to grow and change as people. And I think I kind of deserve this hit piece on them. Anyways, go watch my other videos. Bye!